If I could be reborn 1,000,000 times, I wouldn't have as good a life as I've had. I don't like my birthdays particularly being celebrated, unless, like Liz is running them, then it's primarily a roast. And I really enjoy those because it's funny, and I'm such an easy target that everybody has a great laugh.
Okay, we know it's Pop's birthday.
It is?
Is
that why we're here?
Yeah. What's unique about Pop that not everybody in the whole world knows?
Boy, there's so much.
There's a few things.
Do you want to start this? Or
No.
No, because this is so good. This is so good.
If I had one word to describe Charles Koch,
If I only had one word to describe Charles,
I would say principled.
balanced,
Humble.
teacher, student.
genuine.
He's mad. He's the mad genius.
Appealing, warm, and likable. And he has an impressive tolerance for hot sauce.
Exactly. Yeah, the Tabasco.
Gotta have Tabasco.
I, in fact, asked Liz how she would describe me, and she said, focused and disciplined to a fault, but a ton of fun.
I think of him as a teacher because he taught me all those years, so I know that. And he's also a student because in 50-some years, I've never seen him without a book in his hand.
The one word I think of is principled. Like, everything he does goes back to principles. But I think the core of it is the courage. Courage to take all the arrows that he's taken, but to do it because he thinks it's the right thing to help people.
He's incredibly wise and deeply endearing and a kaleidoscopic thinker. If you think of a kaleidoscope, it's got all these different pieces of glass in it that together make this whole pane. And so Pop, he understands how the pane got to be made. And he's at this super, super high level, looking down and seeing how it all fits together in this beautiful pattern.
Charles said a few years ago that he's in charge of vision and culture. And at the risk of revealing this, I remember thinking to myself, that's not a full-time job. I mean, what's that all about? And, little I know he was going to write 3 books. He was going to put up Stand Together. He was going to drive all this change. And of course, that's an incredibly important full-time job.
A little bit of the day-to-day
Yeah, he
stuff
does.
too.
He does.
I also heard that sometime along the way here, he started reading a little bit.
Exactly.
He spends his time thinking about what's next. How do we improve our culture? What other business opportunities might our capabilities fit that we should be looking at? And it's really an application of one of our models, which is comparative advantage.
His leading by example around comparative advantage, I think, is one of the things that sets Pop apart completely. And if you look at his role at Koch Industries, he's designed his role, his direct reports, how the company's structured so that he can unlock his potential, his own gift around his comparative advantage. He's like, look, I am vision and in mental models, market-based management. I'm the chief philosophy officer. But if he thought about, I'm a typical CEO and I need to be in some of the operations and this, we would have so much less value creation.
I would describe myself as, at least in my hopes of who I am, is a principled entrepreneur, both business entrepreneur and social entrepreneur.
I think perhaps my greatest aha with Charles was when I realized that the way he thought about building the company and the way he thought about building a prosperous society were totally consistent and actually weren't differentiated.
He synthesizes things from philosophy and chemistry and humanities and business and experience and all these things in ways where, we'll be in a meeting and he's quoting Bob Dylan 1 second and Basquiat the next, and we're talking about the same topic. Yeah. I think that's one of the things that's most unique about Charles is his ability to synthesize those things and then bring them to MBM and to application and everything we do.
His greatest joy now is actually connecting with people that he doesn't seem to have hardly anything in common with. And the thread has something to do with wanting to make a difference in people's lives.
I never forget, man, it was some kids who said to him, man, they said, hey, thank you for believing in us and giving us charity. He said, I don't believe in charity. And I'm like, Charles, don't say that to me. He said, no, man, I believe in mutual benefit. I believe in that because my investment in you is because I want a return in society. And he was saying it with the kind of passion that these young people got it. And him meaning that meant that they could believe, that they could achieve it.
One of the things that Charles has done over many, many years is he's really focused on what is his North Star. That his North Star is that he wants to do everything that he can to help others to realize their potential.
If you have hope, then it means you believe in yourself, that you can contribute, you can have a decent life. And so you've got to be motivated to work at it. If you don't have hope or believe in yourself, why should you make the effort?
Hope is what keeps you flickering in resiliency until a flame sparks. I was at that point where I'd almost given up, man. I'm getting emotional. I'd almost given up on this idea of movement because I didn't see anybody who, and I'm talking about across the board, black, white, rich, poor, right, left. I said, they don't believe it. They don't believe it like I believe it. And then Charles showed up.
Unless individuals become principled social entrepreneurs trying to change things so people's lives will be better, there is no hope. But if we act together with those from all walks of life who agree on that, we can make changes.
There's something that exudes from him. I saw a man with tears in his eyes as he was talking about things that was impacting society and the things that he wanted to do. Charles really has given me the confidence and the courage to where I see that someone can be lifted up to do it. As we used to say in prison, he be about it.
What public perception of Pop is that everyone misses unless you know him really well is his humor. Mm-hmm. He's very funny.
As I tell Liz when we get in a little disagreement, and we don't often because I figure she's right about 90% of the time, so it's, why should I do stupid things and disagree with her? But when I happen to fall into that, I tell her I'll try to be a better person. So that's what I'm working on.
Mellowed with age? No.
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 I get asked, has Charles mellowed with age? And the truth is, I don't think so.
85 years old, he's learning, I think, at a faster exponential clip now than he ever has.
And it makes him happy.
Yeah, he loves
That's
it.
what he lives for. He's always looking ahead.
Yeah.
He never looks back, except the, lessons of history.
The thing that Charles has taught me about dealing with the future is that we all have to push ourselves to get better every day.
He's the guy that you love and you saying you can't be serious. As soon as you get to 10, he's saying, oh, how are we getting to 100? I'm saying, Charles, we just got to 10.
One of the things that I've learned from Charles about how to make the future a better place is every single day you wake up and you think, how am I going to make a contribution today? How am I going to make somebody's life a little bit better today? How am I going to solve the problem that's in front of me today?
What guides me today is using my abilities, narrow as they are, in the best possible way. And I think that's what each of us need to do. Not what I do, not in the way I do it, but in the way that's fulfilling to each person.
When I watch Charles, an 85-year-old man, have that same expectation of himself, and he's pushing hard, it's really exciting and it's motivating, and especially seeing him do it, it makes me want to do better.
If I could give Charles one thing for his birthday, man, I think I would give him
Virtue cycles of mutual benefit.
I'd give him 50 more years.
Yeah.
We could use it.
If there was something I could get you for your birthday, I wouldn't bother because you're not a thing person. I'm the thing person. So I took advantage of the situation and I got myself something truly spectacular. Thank you.
Have him take a day off. I mean,
It would be the outtakes of all these interviews.
My sense is that what Charles values most is the opportunity to help others to succeed. And so if there was a way to give him that for his birthday, that's what I would do.
Celebrate yourself, celebrate the day, fall into that big heart of yours and just love everything that you've done.
A pass to go to all the hoods and just sit on the corner and talk to OGs. I think it'll be fascinating to have Charles in the OGs because he's an OG, man, believe it. You got that, man? Make sure you put that in there.
Happy birthday, Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles.
Happy birthday, Charles!
Happy birthday, Charles.
Happy birthday, my brother.
Happy birthday, Pop!
The greatest gift I could have is a world of peace, harmony, equal rights, and mutual benefit where everyone had the opportunity to realize their potential. That would make my life complete.